And go!
Oh, yeah. Are we live?
Yeah,
Are we
we're
live, George?
We're live.
Can you see me? Can you hear me? We are live on Instagram right now as well. We are live on Facebook. We are live on Twitter. We are live on Twitch, YouTube, and Instagram. Boys and girls, welcome to Tough Cookies episode 108. Let me know, where are you right now? Are you in New Jersey? Are you in Florida? Are you in England? Are you in Australia? George, you'll tell me when they tell me where they are.
I will.
But boys and girls, how are you feeling? I want to know, are you stressed? Are you feeling cool? Are you schwitzing your balls off? Because it's hot in Philly. Right, George?
It is.
Shit is hot. It is hot. So tonight, together, we're going to schwitz. But before I do, I want to give a little toast, a little bubble tea toast. This is my oolong lactose-free bubble tea from Mr. Wish in South Philly. They did not pay me to say that. I just really support what they do. Mazel tov, motherfuckers, for making it through not just another day, another week, but a whole other month since I've seen you last. You're making it through every day. And where are these people, George? Tell me, where are these people at?
Collegeville, Edinburgh,
Edinburgh.
Chalfont,
Chalfont.
Texas.
I got some
Nebraska.
Ireland.
Colin, we got some Chalfonters here.
New
Doylestown.
Hampshire.
Ireland? What's up? What is it? Where are the people from on Instagram?
On Instagram, we got some Syracuse.
Syracuse.
Vancouver.
Georgia.
Jersey, baby.
Oh my God, New Jersey,
We
boys
got
and girls.
Indiana.
I want y'all to just put your hands up. I want you to let your cares float away. I want you to enjoy yourself because this little show right here is called Tough Cookies. We're going to get together and we're going to feel good for an hour. Oh! Hands up! It's like a full-time job just to open up your brain for the pilot. When you get out in this world, these motherfuckers shove you back in a closet. Cool, George? Do your shit, do it well. You gotta boogie for yourself because nobody else will believe you. Nobody else will believe you, but I do. If you make it through the bullshit, then you better not have ignore it. Hey! Wash your hands with tonics and just turn around and tell a story. Do your shit, do it well. You gotta boogie for yourself because nobody else will believe you. That's you. Nobody else will believe you, but I do, baby. So watch out. Are you feeling good, Tough Cookies? Is it Thursday night, George? I don't know what fucking day it is. If you sit around jerking on his chucks, is getting ready to steal things. You best be rolling up your sleeves and give your schmucks a little taste of the real thing. Do your shit, do it well. You got to boogie for yourself because nobody else will believe you. Nobody else will believe you. I said nobody else will believe you, but I do. Yes, if you're with me at home, say yes.
Yeah.
Colin, say yes.
Yeah.
Say yes.
Yeah.
Say yeah. All right. Okay. All right. Boys and girls, welcome to Tough Cookies. We have a very, very special guest tonight. What's up with my head so goddamn long? And it's humid and I'm schwitzing. Camera girl, make it look good.
You must have fucked up your hair.
Reid, you fucked up my hair. And if it doesn't look good now, let me tell you, by the end of the show, it's going to be a crime scene. George,
Yeah.
I need your barber because I need some little Ricky Nelson, little high and tight kind of middle America kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? I got to get that little buzzy George Murphy cut. Boys and girls on Instagram, I want to let you know, when your little broadcast concludes in a couple minutes, you can hop over to Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, and the show will continue. And guess who we got as our guest tonight? My good pal, Michael Imperioli. Have you heard of Michael Imperioli? I think you have. You know why? First of all, his performance as the great Christopher Moltisanti, I shouldn't say the great, the very devious Christopher Moltisanti on the greatest television show ever created, The Sopranos, is legend. But he has been in so many films, television shows. He has a fantastic novel that we're going to be talking about in a few minutes. He has a great band, so stick around. Michael is going to be dropping by in a few minutes. Boys and girls, what I want us to do right now, all together on this Thursday, hot, spicy Thursday evening, is step out together. Step out. Step out of our stress. Step out of our work lives. Step out of all our cares. Let's go out and see what we can find together. I want to do this song right now by request. It's one of my favorite songs in the world, and it's also one of the hardest songs I've ever attempted to do on Tough Cookies. It's by Joe Jackson. Let's see if you know the song. All right, shit. Hands up. Do you know it? Do you know this song? It's called Steppin' Out. Across the window hides the line. It can't hide the colors of the lights that shine. Electricity, so fine. Look behind your eyes. Yeah. Woo. Tired of all this darkness in our lives, saying angry words and then we come alive. Get into a car and ride to the other side, babe. Stepping out, sing it with me. Sing with me now. Leaving, stepping out, woo. Into the night, into the light. Are you feeling good, Tough Cookies? Are you ready to step out with me? Are they feeling good, George? I wish I had a glockenspiel. You know what a glockenspiel is, George? This song by Joe Jackson has an amazing glockenspiel part. It goes like this, like this. Tick, 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 tick. Dressed in pink and blue just like a child, in a yellow taxi and stepping out. It's such a good song, George. Did the people like it?
They did.
Did they know the song?
Oh yeah.
Joe Jackson started off with his debut record, Look Sharp, where he had that song, Is she really going out with him? You know that song?
Mm-hmm.
Camera girl, do you know that song?
Mhm.
Okay. Colin?
Mm-hmm.
We've got a very handsome man in the room tonight. His name is Colin. We call him Sweet Cheeks. I don't know where that name came from, George.
Your guess is as good as
When I
mine.
was out on the street the other night, they said, "Oh, you know tender, Sweet Cheeks Colin."
Yeah.
That's what I've heard. I've heard whispers of it in South Philadelphia. I don't know what it means. I don't know where it comes from. But Colin is here, and we're live on Instagram right now, too. But Instagram people, in about 60 seconds, your broadcast is going to end. You need to jump on over via toughcookies.tv to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. What'd I forget? Twitter. All the schmutzy things that people use these days. You can jump over there to see the rest of the show, to see my pal Michael Imperioli. We're going to talk to him in a few minutes. But right now, I'm going to go talk to, I got a message right before the show from my manager, Reid. Reid Martin. Those of you who've been watching this show for a long time, you know that Reid, he's a good kid, but everything he touches, he fucks up. Right, George?
It's true.
It's like unbelievable. He's like batting 1,000 for fucking shit up. Anyway, he called us right before we went live for broadcasting this show, and he said, "I gotta talk to you. I have some news for you and the Tough Cookies." So right now, we are gonna go talk to Reid for this little segment called Reid Fucked Up, and this will conclude the Instagram broadcast. I love you. I'll see you soon. Going to Reid Fucked Up in 5, 4, 3, 2. Woo!
Fuck you. You fucked up.
Dude, I fucked up a little bit, but
What
you
have I
fucked
been
up,
telling
remember?
you? What have I been telling you? What have I been saying all year that I wanted to do with the rest of this year? What did I say?
You wanted to go on vacation in Florida.
To Florida.
Yep.
I said, I'll do whatever you want me to do, but I'm going to South Florida to play bocce ball in my Speedo with Will. South
Yeah.
Florida.
And he's there now.
He's going to shave my back down there every day. And I told you this. And yet I see online you got me doing some bullshit. What am I doing?
Well, last time I said you hadn't been doing enough tough cookies. And so you're doing them every month. I said you're going to do them every month. And now we've got it all planned out. September 15th, Old Swedes Church here in Philly. And then
All right.
October, November, and December, you're at Transparent, the Danny Clinch Gallery in Asbury Park.
Oh,
All right.
shit. All right.
Yep.
So
And
I got to
so
be there. I can't
have to
sub
be there.
out. I can't sub out.
You can't look. No, you can't sub out.
You could be me.
I was thinking about it, but just thinking about that just made me stressed. So I gotta.
You're almost as handsome. You're almost handsome enough to do the show. George could do it. God damn, he's got the face.
George actually could do the show.
All right,
Yeah.
so September in Philly, October through December, we're going to do these live with an audience.
Live with an audience.
Are we still going to broadcast live so everyone in the world can see it?
We're still gonna broadcast live. Patreon members will get $10 off tickets.
Am I going to
And,
have any guests or any bullshit?
You're gonna have a lot of guests.
Do I have to be funny?
That's,
I have to-
yeah,
do
to
I
the
have
best
to-
you can be.
Do I have to be good? Can I just sort of phone it in a little bit this time?
You got to be good.
Oh, shit.
You're not gonna
Oh.
go to Florida.
You fucked up because I bought all these Speedos and now I got nothing to do with these damn banana hammocks I bought.
You've also got gigs this fall too.
What else you got me doing? What other kind of bullshit you got me doing?
Well, in a couple weeks, you're going up to Martha's Vineyard, going to Pembroke, Massachusetts after that. Anchor Rock Club in Atlantic City, folks. Anchor Rock Club in Atlantic City. Get your tickets. Then you're flying to Minneapolis with the band for 2 nights at the State Fair, 2 days at the State Fair. And then Philly Music Fest at World Cafe Live. That's what? It's October 12th. Philly Music Fest. You're headlining. And people need to get their tickets to that too.
That's a lot, Reid. I feel so much pressure.
Well, there's other stuff in the works too.
And I didn't really hear all of that, so you better like text me the morning of so I know where to be.
Look, Adam, I did fuck up.
Oh shit! You just washed your edible down with a little fucking Merlot.
I'm chugging this wine right now as we speak.
You're a goddamn mess, is what you are.
I'm an absolute mess because I got you doing all these shows, and now I got to make the budget work. So if some vineyard out there or if somebody wants to sponsor Tough Cookies for the next 4 months or beyond, email me, reid@midcitizen.com, and we'll make it worth your while.
You better make it add up because I need some.
Just go play more music.
I need some artisanal tank tops. I'm done with this damn conversation. You go back to that mess of a life that you call your life.
I'll see you later.
Bafangu.
Oh my God, George! I'm trying to go to Florida. God damn it! I'm trying to go to Florida. All right, fuck it. The cat's out of the bag. George, can you put the poster up? Oh shit! We are gonna be doing Tough Cookies live, coming at you live with small audiences, and the tickets. George, are they on sale now?
They're on sale now.
Low Cut Connie's website or some shit.
LowCutConnie.com.
Anyway, we're gonna do next month on September 15th. We're gonna do episode 109 right here in Philadelphia at the Old Swedes Church, and then October 20, November 10, December 22. We're gonna be at my good pal Danny Clinch's photo gallery in Asbury Park, New Jersey. We're gonna have guests. I'm gonna be playing songs. I hope to see you. And for those of you that can't make it, you can tune in just like this, god damn it, and watch it. I love you all so much. I'm so excited that we're gonna keep Tough Cookies going. Is everybody happy about this? Are they pissed? Like, what are they saying?
I mean,
What's the word on the they're still talking about Colin. Tender Colin.
Yeah, I mean, people are into it. They're gonna be there. They say it.
All right, boys and girls, I love you so much. I would like to do a dedication right now. People ask me when I get interviewed, who do I think are the greatest songwriters of all time? And it's hard to pin it down, but I always like to talk about what I consider the greatest songwriting team of all time. You're probably gonna think I'm gonna say Lennon and McCartney or Jagger Richards, whatever. To me, the greatest songwriting team of all time, Holland, Dozier, and Holland. Have you heard of them? Have you heard of Holland, Dozier, and Holland, aka HDH? Colin, have you heard of them?
I have heard of them.
Okay. George?
Yep.
Camera girl?
Yep.
Holland, Dozier, and Holland. The absolute geniuses of Motown songwriting. We lost, just this past week, Lamont Dozier. And let me explain this to people that don't know this. Holland, Dozier, and Holland is responsible for, I'm going to take a guess, but I think it's 25 number one hits. Isn't that right?
That is correct.
25 number one hits just in the 1960s?
62 to 67.
62 to 67?
Mm-hmm.
Just in 5 years, they wrote 25 number one hits. Not even to speak of top 10 and top 40 hits.
There's too many to count.
Okay? Let me tell you how they worked. The two brothers, the Holland brothers, one of them was all about the music. He played piano. The other one was all about the words. But Dozier, Lamont Dozier, who just passed away, he was sort of the big picture guy. One of them would say, I want to write a song called Stop in the Name of Love. And the other one would come up with a little, and he'd say, no, it's not the right melody. He was kind of directing the musical trio of Holland, Dozier, and Holland. And Colin, can you help me with this? Because I want to name just some of these iconic songs that Lamont Dozier was responsible for. First of all, 9 number one hits by the Supremes, I believe, that he wrote. Stop in the Name of Love, Baby Love, Keep Me Hanging On.
Yeah, Happening, Reflections.
Oh my God. Not to mention all the hits with Marvin Gaye, the Marvelettes.
Four Tops.
A lot of Four Tops on Reach Out, I'll Be There. Come on, what an amazing song.
Peter.
Anyway, you can go and look at all the incredible work that Holland, Dozier, and Holland did. It's incalculable. I think the greatest songwriting team of all time, because Motown to me is the greatest record label of all time, and sort of the peak of popular music in the world. I love Motown. People that watch Tough Cookies, they know. Anyway, I'm going to do this and send this out to the great Lamont Dozier. Thanks for all the songs, pal. Everybody sing along with us. 1964, the first #1 hit for the Supremes. Baby, baby, don't ever leave me. Don't you leave me. Don't you leave me no more. I've got this burning, yearning feeling. Feeling inside me. Deep inside me, babe. And it hurts so bad. Sing with me. Came into my heart, baby, baby. So tenderly. With a burning love, baby, baby. Stings like a bee. Come on. And then you got me, baby. I surrender so readily. With a burning love. But now you wanna leave me. Sing this with me now. Ooh, baby, baby. Where did our love go? Don't you leave me. Don't leave me no more. Saxophone solo, yeah. Hey. You came into my heart, baby, baby, so tenderly, yeah. With a burning love, sting like a bee. Before you took my heart, baby, baby, you were the perfect guy. Then when you got me, baby, had to leave me no more. So one more time, I said, baby, 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 where did our love go? Don't you leave me, don't leave me no more. Ooh, baby. Yes! Oh my God, where did our love go by the Supremes? I can't take it, George. Their songs, Holland Dozier and Holland, are so simple. They still smack today.
They do.
Reach out, I'll be there. Oh my God, it's like these songs were written yesterday. They just tapped into something so elemental in their songs, Holland Dozier and Holland. Anytime you ask anybody that was involved with Motown, any of the artists from Smokey Robinson, right, to Berry Gordy, to Diana Ross, everybody, they always say Holland Dozier and Holland was really the backbone, the sound of Motown. Anyway, thank you, Lamont Dozier. And P.S., if anybody wants to read an absolutely trashy garbage book that is not boring in the slightest about Motown and the Supremes, this book, All That Glittered, this was written by the gentleman who did all the costumes and wardrobe for the Supremes in their glory days, back when it was Diana Ross, Mary Wilson, and Florence Ballard. And it's an absolute captivating but totally trashy glimpse into what it was like to be in the absolute eye of a hurricane as 3 black women crossing over as the biggest group in the world. Anyway, All That Glittered, pretty good. Anyway, boys and girls, I want to go talk to my good pal, also my doppelganger. People have been telling me for years, you look like the guy that played Christopher on The Sopranos, right? George, the first time I met you, you said that to me, didn't you?
Possibly?
Probably because I was wearing a tracksuit
Yeah.
and I was buying ham, you know. Anyway, Michael Imperioli, man, we just absolutely hit it off. We had an amazing conversation. He's a big fan of Tough Cookies. And one of the things we talked about was this novel that he wrote called The Perfume Burned His Eyes. I have to tell you, if you like books about New York City, dirty, sleazy 1970s New York, this is a great book. And one of the central characters in the book is Lou Reid, and Lou Reid's partner at the time, transgender individual named Rachel. Now, these are historical characters. And I love what Michael has done here with this novel, bringing to life this amazing relationship between Lou and Rachel. So I asked Michael about the first time that he met Lou Reid. Let's find out, how did Michael Imperioli meet Lou Reid, the legend of New York City rock and roll? Let's go talk to my pal Michael Imperioli. We'll be back. 5, 4, 3, 2.
The first time I finally had the courage to go up to him was at a Knicks game. The game's over. I see Lou on the escalator at the Madison Square Garden. And I had just got cast in a movie called I Shot Andy Warhol.
Sure.
It's about Valerie Solanas.
This is early 90s?
Yeah, I guess.
Kind of.
Yeah, 92 or something like that.
Yeah.
So I'm playing Undine, who was one of the Warhol superstars, but a friend of Lou's.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, this is a great icebreaker. Except that I knew, and I read a quote by him, he was really pissed off they were making a movie about Valerie Solanas, who shot and almost killed one of his best friends,
Sure.
Andy Warhol. So I was like, fuck it, I'll go up to him. I said, hi, I'm an actor. I don't think he recognized me from anything before that, whatever. I said, I'm a fan of yours, and I'm doing a movie. I'm doing this movie, and I shot Andy Warhol. I know you're not too happy about it. He goes, I think it's despicable. They're making a movie about that psychotic bitch. I'm like, yeah, I know, I understand, but I'm playing a friend of yours on Dean. He went, good luck. I'm like, and he turned away. He's riding up the escalator. I'm like, oh, I'm just like, and then he like turned back. He goes, so I walk up and he goes, listen, do your work hard, and just remember, he was very, very funny.
Oh,
and that was it. That was the first time.
Wow. That's a great Lou story, because, the front-facing piece is the fuck you piece.
Yeah.
But then right behind it is this deep humanity is always there.
That's the thing.
He must have thought for a second, damn, I must have pissed this kid off. He's about to go to work playing this guy, and I just made him feel really shitty about it.
I think that exchange really inspired the whole thing, because his characters really, the kid experiences kind of both of those things. But yeah, that's and then I saw him at a party, and I mentioned I had just listened to his new record.
Uh-huh.
Then in 2001, he had an album called Ecstasy, which is a very good album.
I love that
very
record.
Underrated record.
That's that.
Rock Minuet, I mean.
Yeah, and the song "Ecstasy" with the cellos.
Ecstasy is great.
Yeah.
Baton Rouge. That's it's
Paranoia Key of E.
fantastic. It's a really underrated record. And late career, really good. And so he was doing shows for that, and he was doing one at the Old Knitting Factory in Tribeca, and it was sold out. And I asked my manager if she could get me tickets. I was on The Sopranos by then. So she called his publicist. They said, yeah, we can get him in. So my wife and I go. It's actually like across the street from where we were living. And they had seats in the balcony for us. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And the band was great. Lou was fantastic. He played the Blue Mask.
Oh, man.
He played a version of Blue Mask that like knocked my socks off. And he was, I guess, at that time, like 60.
Yeah.
And it was...
He was still letting it rip.
Rip. Blew my mind. And then we were leaving, and the publicist said, oh, Lou wants to see you backstage. I'm like... And we went backstage, and he came and gave me a big hug, and talking about this. He loved The Sopranos and my character. And then from there, we stayed in touch. We used to do a lot of benefits. We both were... did stuff for the Jazz Foundation of America, and also the Tibet House, Tibet Fund, and Tibet House.
I'm not surprised to hear that he was a Sopranos fan. Hands up! This is for Lou and Rachel. Talking to my good pal Michael Imperioli about the greatest New York City rock and roller ever. Reid rules the verse. And the women they roll their eyes. Come on. Sweet Jane. Sweet Jane. Hey, hey. Sweet Jane. Sweet Jane. Some people go out dancing. Other people they gotta work. And there's even some evil mother will tell you everything is just dirt. And when they're really faint, villains always blink their eyes. Just watch me. And their children are the only ones with blood. And their life is just to die. Come on. But anyone who had a heart would turn around and break it. Anyone who played their part will turn around and hate it. Sweet Jane. Sweet Jane. Hey. Sweet Jane. Sweet Jane. Yeah. 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 Sing it with me now. Sweet Jane. Sweet Jane. Sweet, get real close now. Sweet Jane. Sweet Jane. Sweet Jane. Sweet Jane. Sweet Jane. Woo! Sweet Jane by the Velvet Underground, Lou Reed. Probably my favorite songwriter of all time. And we are going to continue talking about Lou Reed on Tough Cookies in future episodes. Right, George?
Yep.
We got a lot of great stuff planned for you guys. Listen, we had a whole hour-long conversation, and my conversation with Michael Imperioli will be on Patreon tonight, probably around midnight. Give you a little midnight snack, right, George?
That's right.
Yeah, give you a little midnight snack of talking about rock and roll, talking about his novel, talking about the fact that this fall, Michael will be starring in season 2 of the absolutely phenomenal HBO series, The White Lotus. Yes, this is going to be absolutely huge. If you haven't seen The White Lotus, right, Colin?
It's awesome.
Colin likes it. He said, it's awesome. Shit.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah, Camera Girl likes it. Anyway, season 2, Michael is going to be starring in it with the great Jennifer Coolidge and F. Murray Abraham. I was so happy to get to catch Michael before he gets involved with all that White Lotus press that he's going to be doing. But anyway, not only did we talk about his fantastic book and all his acting projects, but we also talked about his band. He has a really, really good band. Right, George?
That's right.
Called Zopa, Z-O-P-A. And the thing that I didn't know about Michael is that all the way back to the early 80s, he was always playing in bands, what we call no-wave bands. After punk happened in the late 70s in New York City, there were all these bands that were doing even more extreme noise punk, right? Bands like the beginning of Sonic Youth, the early Sonic Youth. Michael was on that scene before he was a well-known actor. And all these years later, now that he is a successful actor, he's finally getting to tour the country and the world with his music. And so I asked Michael about what it's like to tour in a rock and roll band as an actor and change his clothes in a tiny little bathroom stall. And, well, let's go talk to Michael about touring with his band Zopa. We'll be back in 5, 4. Michael Imperioli! Well, this is what I need to know because, you know, after so much time, all of a sudden, here you are on stage. I'm sure a lot has changed since 1986 when you're playing with the band. You're playing all these clubs. You're in these little clubs, no dressing room, or you're in a bathroom stall changing, whatever it is. This is
Still.
my life.
we were doing that. We were in California last February. We did a tour, and one of the venues, the dressing room was what do they call those things in the ship?
A shipping container?
Yeah, that was the dressing
Oh,
room.
yeah.
You know that place in Orange County?
Yeah, we played there.
What's that place?
Well,
you know what I'm talking about,
Well,
right?
you and I have a mutual friend, I think, in Jesse Mallon.
Yes.
And Jesse opened for us. We played it in Costa Mesa.
Costa Mesa.
And it's like in a strip mall.
Yeah, in the strip mall. You play you know that bar.
I do. We played there in George, February. March.
We were there right before you.
And
I think the week before. That's right. I remember seeing that. What's the name of that place? The Wayfarer?
Wayfarer.
Yeah.
And the dressing room is a shipping container without a front.
Right, without a front. And the bathroom is
non-existent.
Oh
shit! Oh my god! Right, Colin? Right?
That was a fun green room.
That shit was wild. Oh my god. We played in this strip mall little spot in Orange County. And apparently Michael played there right before us or whatever. Everybody wants to meet Colin. They want to see Tender. So just a tiny little, ooh, the handsome.
Hello.
Colin, show them the nice Fabio locks that you got. Oh my god.
You're gonna put me
Look
on
at
the
that.
spot.
It's like a fucking Herbal Essence commercial right here. It's like this orgasmic cascade of hair.
It gets everywhere. So.
Oh my god.
Smells cracked up with you.
Anyway, boys and girls, I want to do a very special dedication right now. I want to do something. This is one of my favorite songs of the early 1980s. The song I always love is from a really crazy movie called Xanadu. Anybody seen Xanadu? George?
Yeah.
I don't know. Some people think that Xanadu is a bridge too far. Let's put that up there. I want to know, what do people think of the movie Xanadu? Anybody seen Xanadu? I gotta tell you, I'm just gonna come right out with it. I love that movie, and I also love Grease. I pretty much love everything that this lady did. She was a very special talent, beauty, and just the absolute icon of her era. And I'm talking about the late, great Olivia Newton-John. So let's take a bridge too far away, George.
Okay. All right.
Because people will vote on whether they think Xanadu is a bridge too far or not. I've made my intentions very clear. Olivia Newton-John was just the sound of my childhood. So many amazing songs, such an amazing spirit. And anybody who thinks that Grease isn't just an iconic, classic film with an amazing soundtrack, I got no time for you. I fucking love Grease. Look at me. Look at me right now. I'm like the Jewy Travolta right now, right? I fucking love Grease so much. And the chemistry between Olivia and John Travolta, it's like unbelievable. In fact, I got to talk to Frankie Valli. Remember, George?
That's right.
All about Grease. You can go back on Patreon and you can watch that Frankie Valli interview. Anyway, I want to dedicate this to a great artist and just an amazing performer, Olivia Newton-John. This is a song from my youth. It was from Xanadu. And I always love this song, and I hope you do too. I'm going to do my best. Come take my hand. You should know me. I've always been in your mind. You know I will be kind. I'll be guiding you. Your dream starts now. We should start now. No other road to take. Yeah. Home Girls, we're talking about Olivia Newton-John, one amazing artist, performer. So many incredible songs. But I love this song from Xanadu called Magic. Have to believe we're magic. Don't ever let in your way. Got to believe we're magic. Don't let your aim stray. Sing with me. If all your hopes survive, destiny will arrive. Bring all your dreams alive for you. Bring all your dreams alive for you. Thank you, Olivia Newton-John. So many amazing songs and film. Bring all your dreams alive for you. Yes, George. Fuck yeah, Magic. God, I love that song. You know what's cool about that song, George?
What's that?
Last month, remember I interviewed Martha Wainwright?
Yeah.
Martha Wainwright, she's a fabulous singer. Fabulous singer from Montreal. If you haven't watched that interview, you can go to Patreon and watch it. Well, anyway, Martha sang that song that I just sang, Magic, in this movie called Olive Kittredge with three-time Oscar winner Frances McDormand. Shit, right, Carl?
Pretty good.
Shit. Anyway, it's a very fucking depressing movie. I mean, let's just be honest. It's a long, depressing miniseries. It starts depressing and it gets more depressing. But it's got this fantastic scene where my pal Martha Wainwright sings Magic by Olivia Newton-John, and it made me fall in love with that song all over again. Anyway, boys and girls, I want to do another amazing dedication to an incredible artist. And we go from a little bit sad to totally and completely and utterly inspiring. George, I'm talking about Joni Mitchell. God, I just like, I don't even have the words to talk about. I was at Newport Folk Festival last month. An amazing experience. It was also so goddamn hot. Colin, I have never schwitzed so much in my life, and that's saying a lot. I'm like the fucking king of schwitz. I have never schwitzed so much in my life. It was so hot at Newport Folk Festival. And all that sweat just sort of loosened everybody up, and it brought just like all the humors out. Do you know what I mean? And Joni Mitchell, I'm gonna get emotional talking about this, but this absolutely brilliant songwriter and performer who's been retired for years after having an aneurysm, and she said she would never be able to perform again. Her doctor said she would probably never be able to perform again. Not only did she come out of retirement and perform again, but she had all of Newport Folk Festival in the palm of her hand. She sat like a queen. She sat like a queen on her throne, which is where she deserves to be, and just absolutely had everyone in raptures. And it's one of the most inspiring things. Boys and girls, music can heal. I've been saying this for the last 2.5 years. It ain't no joke. I mean, this is the realness, right, George?
That's right.
I mean, I'm done talking about it. Joni Mitchell is just so inspiring. And so I thought I'd do a Joni Mitchell song. I've never covered a Joni Mitchell song, even though I love her music. It's just because she's hard to cover. I mean, she has such a unique style. She does all of her songs in unique tunings. She's got this crazy 4-octave soprano voice. It's pretty tough to do. But I'm going to do a song that I've always loved. It's track 1 off her absolute 5-star album masterpiece, Blue. It's 50 years old. This album just turned 50 years old. Go back and listen to Blue. It's like a masterpiece. Anyway, this is for my good pal and hero, Joni Mitchell. Come on, get real close. camera girl. I am on a lonely road and I am traveling, yeah. Looking for something, what can it be? I hate you some, and I love you some, yeah. I love you and I forget about me. I wanna be strong, I wanna sing along, I wanna belong to the living, alive, alive. Get up and jive, I wanna wreck my stockings in a jukebox dive. Do you want to dance with me, baby? Do you wanna take a chance and maybe have some sweet romance with me? All I really, really want our love to do, yeah, is to bring out the best in me and in you too. Come on. All I really, really want our love to do, yeah, is to bring out the best in me and in you too. I wanna talk to you, I wanna renew you, I wanna shampoo you again and again. Time is our call, love is our cause. When I think of your kisses, my heart sings songs. Do you see, do you see, do you see how you hurt me, baby? And I hurt you too, and we both get so blue, yeah. I am on a lonely road and I am traveling, looking for the key to set me free, yeah. Oh, the jealousy and the greed is the unravel, it's the unravel. Messes up all the joy in me. I wanna have fun, wanna shine like the sun. I wanna be the one that you wanna see. Wanna knit you a sweater, write you love letters. Wanna make you feel better, wanna make you feel so free. Come on and feel free with me, yeah. Boys and girls, I'm talking about Joni Mitchell. Blue, the record was 50 years ago. And she's still with us, she's still got that spark. I love you, Joni. Woo, oh my God, All I Want by Joni Mitchell from Blue, 50 years old. George, did you see the video of her singing Both Sides Now
Yes.
with Winona Judd behind her? I mean, it is one of the greatest performances I've seen in the last couple years. The simplicity of it, the heart and soul of it. I encourage everybody watching the show to go watch on YouTube after the show. Not now. Stick with us. Go watch that Joni Mitchell performance. Can I do one more song for you if you want one more song? Say, yeah!
Yeah!
That was weak. That shit was weak. Say, yes!
Yeah!
Say, yes!
Yeah!
George, we still have some people watching?
Surprisingly enough, yes.
Oh my God, people must be absolutely desperate for entertainment. I mean, to spend your evening on a Thursday night in the summer just watching this hirsute, this absolutely hirsute gentleman. I mean, basically, somebody called me once the ugly Adam Levine. Colin, remember that?
I don't.
Is that funny? My feelings were shattered. I've never gotten over it. Right?
You're doing okay.
And people are choosing to spend their time watching this absolutely ferociously hairy Jewish man in an undershirt in his house in South Philly, you know, just singing Joni Mitchell songs. You know what I mean? Like, this is what we're doing. It's beautiful. I love you all so much. Anyway, if you are a Patreon member, in just a short 8 minutes, we're going to be jumping over to Patreon. If you're not, I love you all so much. We're going to see you next month on September 15th. We're going to do episode 109. We just have some amazing guests lined up. And we're going to have a live audience, and you can be there. We're going to shoot it right here in Philly. And then we're going to be in Asbury Park October, November, December. And then we're going all the way to state championship. Fuck yeah. Anyway, boys and girls, I love y'all so much. I just want you to have a beautiful, beautiful weekend. And I'm going to take a request right now. This is what I'm going to do, George. I never do this. But right now, what does everybody want to hear? If I get 3 people that match, I'm going to do the shit. I'm going to do the shit right now.
You got to kill like another minute.
Oh, they're lagging?
Yeah.
They're lagging? Anyway, well, maybe I'll do the request on the Patreon. Maybe I'll just do something that I want to do, Colin.
Sounds good.
Right? Okay. Sunday at 1 o'clock. I'm going to be at Reid's Happy Birthday Bar in South Philly, raising some money for a fantastic charity for LGBTQ youth. We're going to be selling Shake It Little Tina beers. It's going to be a good time. The rest of you I'll see next month, September 15th. Mark it on the calendar. And if you're a Patreon member, I'm going to see you in 3 minutes over there on the Patreon feed. Have a beautiful weekend. Have a beautiful week. Have a beautiful year. I love every motherfucker watching this thing. Keep punching. Keep punching. George.
Yeah.
George. I don't know how to rip my shirt. I don't know how to rip my shirt. I got no hands to rip my shirt. You gotta rip my shirt. You gotta rip my shirt. Oh my God. Zopa on tour. Check out his book, The Perfume Burned His Eyes. Woo! Tripping on the things for sitting down flies. These kids way too high. No one's got the guts just to look me in the eye. These schmucks are just way too high. I love every motherfucker watching this. I'll see you in a couple minutes, or I'll see you next month, or I'll see you when I see you.